Okay, I'm on my way over to Cadence to visit my friend Daisy, who has a bunch of my students from last year. Cadence Park is the newest school opened in Irvine. It's just down the street over there. I have science lab in the morning, spend the first half hour before school, and then head on back over here because I got some things I need to do. Check out this beautiful school. It's funny because it kind of looks exactly like my school. Okay, I'm looking for room 15.
Saw your name on my phone, yeah. 3 o'clock in the morning. We've been going and going, back and forth cause we don't know better. And I thought we'd be
there she is, check her out. Look who it is!
Hi.
So happy to see you.
I know, welcome.
Thanks. Look at this is Daisy's room. Pyramid of success over here. Wow, so beautiful, brand new. Smells new in here. All right, I just got back from Cadence. I love that Daisy. She's one of my favorite people. I met her when I was a TOSA and I was going around to all the schools in the district. You know how you can just tell when someone's a good teacher? That's Daisy. So I love her. We've just stayed friends. That was like 4 years ago, so we've known each other for quite a few years now. And she opened up this new school, and I got to meet her teaching partner, Veronica. Yo, Veronica, what's up? It's good to make new friends. So she came from East Shore, and she's teaching the combo. And between the two of them, they have a lot of my students from last year. So on the first day of school, Daisy texted me and she's like, hey, what do you know about this guy? It would be nice for him to know that we talk. Hopefully I'll get a chance to go back over there and see him in action because he's a pretty neat little guy. So anyways, I got to talk with them for about a half an hour, and the school is literally 400 yards down the street from us, and it was really neat. I got to see a couple of kids that I had last year, and that's great. So my kids are in science lab right now, and I went over there to take a couple of pictures for our newsletter. Do you guys do a newsletter? I really want to know from you guys, what do you do for parent communication? Let me tell you what we do. We put out a s'more newsletter, print out a copy and put it into this Friday folder. Some people call it a conduit, and we send that home every Friday. So they get it digitally and they get a printed copy every single Friday. And we also send out a daily remind. Many of you guys use the Remind app, and they also have a planner that the school gives them that they write down daily what we do in class, what's becoming due, any kind of unfinished work that they have to do. And then we also have a class website and a grade level website, which I should show you guys because it's super easy to put together, looks fantastic on all different forms of devices. So when you're doing anything digitally, you want to make sure that it's optimized for mobile. You don't want to put together a website that goes stale. And what I mean by that is you don't want to put together a website where the content never changes, because people will stop going to it super fast, as you probably already experienced. So you want a website that will be easily updated. And this one, you don't even have to visit it to update it. And I'll show you what I mean right now. Okay guys, so here is my class website. And as you can see, I have 2 things embedded into it that will update daily or as I update things. So like on the right side you see the calendar. This is just a Google Calendar that I've embedded into this website, and we keep track of things like field trips and due dates and stuff like that. And so parents can come on here and see this stuff, and without having to go update the calendar and then going to the website and having to update that as well, we can just do this on the native site and it will update the website automatically. Over here you can see homework. I have this just a Google slide deck, and I have that, and every day I make a slide with the work that is due and the things that I want them to do at home. So you can see that all I have to do is go onto that slide deck every day, update it, and then it will automatically refresh the page on my class website. So parents could just come straight to this website and they can have access to all of the things that I have to offer. So you can see, like, I have my Remind, sign up information, parent-teacher conference link if they want to volunteer for class, and then I have a class donation link as well. So check this out. Here is where you put this together, and this is just a simple little Google site. And if you guys are not familiar with Google Sites, they recently updated the whole interface so that it is optimized for all of the different formats that your website will be seen in. So if you go up here to this eyeball and we hit preview, you can see down here in the bottom right we have a desktop. So we were looking on a desktop view. This is a tablet view. This is what the website will look like on a tablet. Super similar to a desktop, but this is the most important one over here. So on a mobile phone, this is what your website will look like. And you can tell if a website is optimized for mobile by clicking on this one right here. If you see on your phone, if you see a little miniature version of your website, that means that your website is written in old code, old HTML code that's not optimized for mobile. And if it's just a little teeny tiny version of your website, it's not optimized. You need to update it because this is so important nowadays. You can see how everything is now vertically placed, and it's not little miniature versions of all of the content. I hope that makes sense. So that was put together with Google Sites, and it's so easy to put together. And it looks fantastic. And it's free, teachers. Can I get an amen? So yesterday I shot the first episodes of our daily news program right back there. That's my little studio. And the kids did great. I love the news, you guys. I have produced over 1,000 episodes of our daily news program. So this is our third season here at Beacon Park, and I did a bunch of seasons back at Stonegate as well. So I don't know if you guys do a news program, but if you're interested in learning more about that, I can make another video. Let me give you a little background. My first year of teaching, I was out of school, and the announcements came on over the loudspeakers, and I couldn't hear it in my room, and it came on at this really not good moment because this is my first week of teaching, and I couldn't hear it, and I worked really hard on these lessons, and it came on like right in the middle of my lesson. So I went up to my principal at the time and I said, hey, Stan, it'd be really cool if we had a video of the morning announcements and we could just play it in our classrooms whenever it was a good time to do it. And he looked at me and he said, man, that's a good idea, Darin. Why don't you get right on that? And the news was born. The news it's a fantastic thing for your school. So I don't know if you have something like that, but it's a way for you to make a big school feel small. How does it do that? You feature a lot of kids on the news. So you go around and you film all the different grade levels so that every grade level gets to see different students. And trust me, when a kid sees themselves on the screen, they're like, I made it. This is my 15 minutes of fame. You know, they get so excited to see themselves on this news program. It's a good way to get information out, but really the biggest benefit of having a news program, it's something that the whole school does together, and it builds community for sure. And this is the second school that I've done this at, so I can tell you with a lot of confidence that this will work everywhere. It's scalable. It doesn't matter how big or how small your school is. If you do it, it really will add a lot to your school. I promise.